Coming up on HawkTV, we take a look at band summer preparations, quarterback Clayton Toons come back from an ACL injury, and volleyball start to the season. This is HawkTV for Friday, September 1st. Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Elena Barnes. After finishing second in the state UIL competitions, band has been at work for weeks. Lindsay Yu takes a closer look into the band's plans for the upcoming season.
By practicing almost every day in the hot August sun, band has been prepping their members for a brand new season.
The weather's been really cooperative. The kids have been really good about being in the right place at the right time. So I think we're pleased with all of that. The biggest change was it was a little longer than usual because of how late school starts. So it really put a great deal of pressure on the amount of material that we could cover during the summer versus what we normally cover just a little bit later in the school year. But in terms of the practices itself, the kids did a great job.
New freshmen from all three feeder schools have come to start their new journey with band as they set foot into their high school careers.
It's always actually really cool putting new people in. There's always a new blood that's introduced, there's a new sense of enthusiasm, there's a new sense of wonderment, and there's a new sense of chaos too because of how structured everything has to be, but also how quickly things go by. Those kids pretty much have their head on a swivel the whole time, and their learning curve changes dramatically, their preparation curve has to change dramatically, and then in many cases their fitness and their health and their nutrition and their hydration has to be on a curve as well.
There's a lot more commitment and a lot more responsibilities, but also there's a lot more fun activities.
With an exciting new year ahead, filled with football games and contests, band hopes to be the best of the best and represent the Hebron name.
I'm just really excited to see the band grow this year. It's looking really positive right now. There's a lot of good vibes going on.
My goals for this year are to work really hard, to make every rep count, and to be able to be proud of my last performance.
This is Lindsay Yu reporting for HawkTV. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Lindsay. Band will be performing during the halftime shows at all the football games. As freshmen enter the 9th grade campus for the first time in orientation, Cole Phillips hit the hallways to see how they were feeling.
This is Cole on the concrete. I shaved my head and I'm really depressed about it. About to prank some freshmen. Let's get this going. I've got a couple of questions for you about some new policy this year, okay? So how do you feel about the $5 fee that's charged when you cross campuses for classes?
I don't know.
Does that upset you or anything?
No.
I don't like it because I have some classes in the main campus.
I bring $5 every day. How do you feel about the $5 fee you're going to have to pay to cross the campuses to go to classes every day?
I didn't even know we had to do that.
How do you feel about Freshman Friday? The first Friday of every month, freshmen don't have to come to school until 10:30. I don't think that's true. Why would that not be true? It's a new thing the administration has started to increase school spirit.
I mean, they're not going to increase school spirit by making us go later. That's just less hours of school.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool though, right?
Sure.
What do you mean? You get an extra 2 hours of sleep.
It's cool, I guess.
All right, fair enough. Do you know our alma mater? And if so, can you sing it for me?
I don't know that.
Okay, make one up and sing it for me.
See, if I had pencil and a paper, maybe, but, you know, a little under pressure.
Do you know the Hebron Hawk alma mater? And can you sing it? Okay, can you give me your best guess of it and try to sing it? Go for it.
Hebron Hawks.
That was beautiful. Honestly, it was.
No.
Okay, make one up and sing it for me. I don't really feel like. Please? I don't know. Do you know the Hebron Hawk alma mater?
Yes.
Sing it for me.
I'm okay. No, only Hebron, you are so grand, finest school in all the land. Together we shall fly as years go by. Hawks soar with pride and grace, flying to a higher place. Hawks soar so proud and true, go black, silver, blue.
Welcome back. During the playoffs last season, senior quarterback Clayton Toon suffered from a knee injury that required a lengthy recovery. After the season opening game last night against the Plano Wildcats, Trevor Oates and I got to take a closer look into his recovery.
After ending the season with an ACL tear, senior quarterback Clayton Toon has fully recovered and is back to his pre-injured condition.
Honestly feeling really good about it. I thought I'd come out here and nurse it a little bit, but I honestly didn't think about it at all the whole time, so it feels like normal. I think it motivated me more to work harder than I had before, just because I felt like I had something to prove since I didn't get to complete my season last year.
Head football coach Brian Brazel feels Toon's preparation to return to play was successful, enabling him to play at a top level.
Fortunately, last spring he was already doing pretty much everything he needed to do. We're just going to make sure we kept him out and do the things he needed to do. Obviously, he's a great football player. His teammates really rallied around him greatly. I think just as much of anything, just for the kid's confidence, knowing that he's back there playing quarterback, really has done a lot. But no, he's ready to go. We're ready to let him go and do the things he knows how to do and let him be a football player.
After aggressive summer workouts, offensive coordinator Coach Tyler Sokup and Brazel believe Toon is due for his best season yet.
Clayton's recovered really well. He was fully cleared near the end of the school year, last school year, so he was lifting and running throughout the summer, and we knew going into fall camp that he'd be 100%, so hey, he's good to go. He's full go.
Oh, I think Clayton will be better this year than he was last year. I think he's already, he's just a real smart kid. He really works on the mental part of the game. He and Coach Sokup have really spent a lot of time together going through just the things he wants done and just having a good understanding of everything. And
this being Toon's final season, he hopes to leave behind a winning legacy.
Leave a legacy of, a hard-working team and a team that, was really close with each other and all they did was win.
Reporting from HawkTV, I'm Trevor Oates. Now back to the studio.
Toon hopes to help lead the team earn a state title for his senior year. A new freshman class enters the campus every year with fresh faces and personalities. Here's some advice from the counselors on how to survive high school.
It's a new school year, so that means that a new class of students will be arriving to Hebron High School to start their high school careers. HawkTV got to ask some teachers and counselors about some advice to give these new freshmen.
Setting high standards for yourself and not being too bummed when things don't always work out. Things aren't always going to work out in your favor, so just being confident and positive even in the face of failure.
Just the ability to work hard, knowing when to ask questions. Self-advocacy is very important, something that you should learn early. So when you need help, know you need help.
I was the one that lost the worksheet the night before. It takes a lot of stress off your life when you're organized and you can say, I have that right here, or I know that this is due today. Especially for freshmen, that is going to come in really handy in the future.
I got comfortable with my own social circles in high school. I hung out with the same people. It was comfortable, talking about the same thing, reinforcing each other's opinions. But I really wish I would have broken out and hung out with different people from different backgrounds, different perspectives.
Ask questions. Most of the time I get a lot of kids that are really afraid to ask questions because they don't want to look stupid in front of their peers, or they're fine with just dealing with, I guess, failure or negligence.
Although you may not believe it, this is going to be probably the best time of your life, and you just really need to enjoy yourself. And study hard and work hard is important, but don't forget to have fun with your friends.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Macy Davis. Now back to the studio.
Freshmen will have Hawk Time every Friday. Volleyball has been working hard since the beginning of August, already competing in multiple tournaments. Hannah Mobley takes a closer look at the team's outlook for the season.
After a back-to-back state win, the volleyball team has a lot of pressure on them this season. However, senior Annie Bimbo is eager to play.
I'm really excited for my senior season. I think it'll be a really good year. I think we have a good shot to potentially go back to state. I think just like with a lot of hard work and practice, we could go back, and we're just working really hard.
Senior Adana Rollins hopes to become a captain for the team and help bring success this season.
I think captains need to have leadership and just always leading in everything and just having integrity, and they have a big responsibility.
After losing Gatorade's Texas High School Volleyball Player of the Year, Kylie McLaughlin, Coach Karen Keeney needed to find a new setter.
Those were obviously our two biggest replacements, and both brought more, besides skill, they brought a lot of intangibles too.
Keeney believed freshman setter Brooke Nichols would be a good choice.
Brooke is a very talented setter, and she's a good athlete, and she definitely has a drive about her, which really interests me. But the fact that I could have a freshman surrounded by upperclassmen would just be that much better.
I was nervous at first, but now I feel like I'm a part of the team as more like a unit in it, and that's because all of the original players have been just accepting and loving towards me.
Nichols believes that her leadership skills will help her team.
Even as a freshman, I can help lead the team. I don't have to keep quiet just because I'm younger. There's always room for improvement, but I feel my leadership will help take the team.
Reporting for HawkTV, I'm Hannah Mobley. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Hannah. Volleyball will be playing tonight at 6:30 at Frisco Reedy. In other sports news, cross country will be competing in the Marcus Invitational at North Lakes Park in Denton at 7 a.m. Tennis will be playing against LD Bell at home at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. That's it for today's broadcast. I'm Elena Barnes. Have a great rest of your day. Any story suggestions? Just email us at the email below and follow us on Snapchat and Twitter.